Okay, you're listening to TBFM Online. I'm Guido McFister, and I'm sitting outside the legendary Dublin Castle in Camden, London, with Baz and Marco from 9 Day Decline. How you doing, guys?
Very well, very well. Very hot. Very hot.
Sweaty.
Quick half-hour set.
You've literally just come off stage.
Yeah.
How was it for you?
Warmed up to it.
Honestly.
Yeah, it got there on about the third or fourth song.
Yeah.
It's quite typical of some of the venues we've played where you haven't got a great atmosphere to start off with, so you've got to really build it amongst us and the chemistry. And you know, when we sound checked, we went, this is going to be hard work. Yeah. Because it wasn't pumping enough. But yeah, we got there. It got sweaty, so that's we obviously done it right.
Yeah. Well, to be perfectly honest, I've played the Dublin Castle many times myself, and it's as much as it is a legendary venue, it's always hard fucking work.
Yeah. It don't help when the other three bands are all sitting in the bar and not in watching the other bands play.
You mean like we're not now?
Well, yeah, but we're being interviewed.
Well, yes, but myself and Mrs. McFister, we did actually sort of think that ourselves. This is a problem with live music today in 2014, do you not think? I mean, it's not just you guys.
No. We've got certain regulars that come to most of our gigs, and we're totally grateful for that.
And now, thanks for seeing you here.
And we got.
It's okay, I'll leave it in.
We pick people up as we go along.
From the street.
Yeah. And certain people, I mean, the couple tonight saw us on our second and third show, and this is our 17th, I think, and they've come back because we're in Camden and probably amazed at how much it's grown. But yeah, it is a problem, and you know, you can be on Facebook and get 63 people attending and take 10%. There's 6 people probably that are going to turn up.
Well,
you know?
yeah, that is very, very true. I mean, there's a lot of bands who are actually trying to exist on Facebook alone, and it's just not going to happen. You know, I mean, speaking for myself, I'm a bit of an old fucker.
We're all old fuckers.
Do you know what I mean? I was saying to Mrs. McFister while we were watching you, says, if this was back in 1982, this place would have been full.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Are you saying we're retro? No, I mean.
Well, there's nothing wrong with being a bit retro.
I think billing helps as well. If you're playing with very similar bands, and you can pull in. I mean, we did Nambuka last November. A guy called Carl booked us for that. And all the bands were in a similar vein to us, and it was rammed.
Yeah,
you know?
it was rammed.
And when we played with Sex Gang Children at the garage, we sold 30 odd tickets for that, and that was on the strength of people getting a cheap ticket to come and see Sex Gang as well. But they were actually saying you was like really, really good that night. You know, we were no disrespect to who we supported, but we came out quite well that night.
Yeah.
But it does help if the billing's right, you know. And
that's why Sacrosanct's going to be good for us, I think.
Yeah.
Tell us a bit more about this Sacrosanct Festival. I must admit, I don't know it.
The guy that runs it is Dave's in a band called Vendemian, who have been going since the 90s, like a goth post-punk band.
That name rings a bell.
And he just decided that he wanted to put on a weekend with similar bands and a big party in a bar. So it's Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, runs all the way through. There's about 15 bands in all. There's club nights when the bands finish, and he did it last year, and they drank the place dry, you know. and he wants it to happen again this year. And
now that sounds like a TBFM event.
Where is it happening and when?
It's at the Face Bar in Reading.
I know it. I've played there myself.
Right, it's the last weekend of September. I can't remember. It's around the 28th.
Yeah.
I think we're playing
26th, 27th, 28th.
Yeah, we're playing on the 28th.
The university there as well, so hopefully you can get.
But it's a good, you know, it's 30 quid for a weekend ticket, but that's 3 nights, all the bands, all the club nights.
Tenner a night.
Tenner a night. Great, and all people that you're going to be safe with. You know, it's all from the same scene.
Same genre.
So it's like one big party weekend, really. And they had about 100 bands that was shortlisted. 100 bands put forward, and then they did the shortlisting, and then we've made it into the 15.
Brilliant.
That's
so
nice.
it's very good for us. It's
Yeah,
very good.
very good.
Very honoured.
That's got to feel quite good then for yourselves.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. And we'll be playing to the right audience. That would be the thing.
Yeah,
you know, for the first
we're a
time.
very receptive
Yeah.
audience.
Well, this is the thing, you know, I play in a couple of bands myself that are a bit, you know, left of centre, shall we say, and trying to get people to actually come through the door. Whenever you're a bit different,
Yeah.
it is hard
hard
work, you know.
sales,
It's, I mean, you guys, like I said earlier on, none of us are quite spring chickens. How do you feel about the whole sort of scene today? Just getting people through the door. What have you got to do? How can you do it?
You just got
No answer, is
Just gotta
there?
keep
one of
running.
my things I always say to people is you just got to keep on keeping on.
Yeah.
You just got to keep pushing, and some people get sick.
That's a
of it.
Bob Marley quote,
Well,
isn't it?
I really wouldn't know. But there's, you know, people get sick of you plugging stuff on Facebook all the time. But it's probably the one way to hit the masses. You know, it's not the only way, but I think it's the most prominent way to do it.
It's a necessary evil.
It's a very good tool. I don't know. You just got to keep on. You just got to keep playing. And like tonight, we just got to hope that one person saw us who said, "I'm going to go and see them again." Nick. You know, yourself, Bandfest. You loved us. Give us band of the day, and here you are tonight. You know, you've turned up. It's like,
Oh, well, what can I say? I mean, you guys, you know, you turned up at Danfest, which the majority of the bands were metal.
Yeah.
You know, and then you turned up. I was just there DJing, comparing. I had no idea really, apart from one song before, and I was just like, well, I saw your Killing Joke T-shirt, so I stuck some Killing Joke on before you played.
Yeah, lovely.
You were like, yeah. What can you say? But again, that's one of the great things I think about live music. When you see a band for the first time, that you don't actually know who they are.
and they surprise you.
And you
Exactly.
like them. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
great. Yeah.
I don't think our name defines us. It doesn't. When you see our name, I don't think you think, oh, they're going to be a post-punk goth band or whatever. You know, I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, but it's just good when people find out, when people do stick around and listen and go, oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
What I really like is guys our age who are there because maybe their kid's playing or something, and they come up to us afterwards and they go, do you know what, when I go home, I'm going to go up in my loft and I'm going to get my Spear of Destiny albums out, or my old Bauhaus albums. You just brought it all back to me, and I was 17 for half an hour.
Yeah.
And that's what we want, that's where we've come from.
Yeah.
Well, that's actually kind of what I was saying to Mr. McFister during the gig, you know. I was going, come on, dance. Just imagine it was 82 again.
We've got a core of similar influences, like bands, you know, specific bands that all three of us like, and then there's other bands like Steve, the guitarist, really loves the Stranglers and the Clash. Who I don't mind them. I wouldn't put me down as a fan. You know?
I love
And then
the Clash.
Mark's also got like his metal side that he likes, which bands that I've never heard of, and then me with my weird sort of like Bowie type bands and stuff, you know. So we've got all these little, like we've got the obvious influences like Killing Joke and Play Dead and Banshees and whatever, but we've got other stuff that we all pull in that the others don't know about, but it just creates that chemistry.
Builds it, that's what builds it.
I think that's kind of what makes the band. I mean,
Yeah, definitely.
You know, that's the second time I've seen you guys now. I absolutely love it. I kind of lost the plot halfway through the set and started dancing on my own there.
Nice
You're
little
allowed
jig.
to dance.
We want more of that. We want more of that.
I'm standing there with Mrs. McFister and I'm like, this place, it should be rammed, it should be full of people dancing, you know.
People to bump into.
Yeah.
I know I should know better. But anyway, so what's happening with Nine New Klein? What's coming up in the future? Have you got any more new recordings planned? Or
Oh, I wish.
We've got Sacrosanct at the end of this month, and the end of next month, the Friday the 24th, we're playing at the Fiddler's Elbow at the other end of Camden with a very similar lineup. So the audience that will turn up to that will kind of know what they're getting as opposed to discovering it. And after that, we haven't got any more gigs booked at the moment, but recording it's always there for tomorrow.
We'd love to.
We so want to record. We've got a guy that wants to record us and produce it, and it's just the logistics of getting the time together to do it. Away from us having the very short time that we get together, we rehearse or we write new stuff, and we need to pinpoint, a day where we can just at least get Mark's drums recorded, really, as a starting point. Because the rest of it we can kind of do because Mark's busier work-wise, and it kind of all revolves around Mark's work schedule, really. But yeah, recording is definitely. It's got to be an album, isn't it?
Oh, it's got to be.
Never
We've
mind
got an album's worth of stuff.
Never mind a single. Maybe a single from the album,
Right.
but
It's getting the money to be able to record an album, though.
a couple of £100 a day,
and the rest.
it's a lot of dollar. But it'd be worth it.
We need a beneficiary. We need what they called?
An angel.
An angel. Sponsor.
Listen, guys, if I had the money,
We need a sugar daddy.
See, if we had £1 for every time someone said, if I had the money, we'd be able to afford it, wouldn't we? We're not allowed to cough.
Okay, guys, it's been absolutely brilliant talking to you.
Thanks, mate.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming out again. And thank you for the comment on Danfest, because that was really good. For someone that we didn't know to say, my new favourite band and band of the day for me, that was a really nice thing.
Well,
Really nice thing.
I meant it, you know what I mean? I love what you do. I was surprised when you turned up. I was expecting just sort of,
More metal.
metal. And you guys came along. I saw the Killing Joke t-shirts. I stuck on some Killing Joke, and that was absolutely brilliant.
Away we went.
Again, I loved it tonight.
Thank you.
I can't wait to see you again. May make the 24th of October, but we're supposed to be up in Evesham for Electric Cake Salad, A Tart of Crows and Madge, which I think you guys would actually go down really well with.
Yeah.
Put a word in then. Put a word in.
We'll see. We have been joined by the third member of Nine Day Decline.
You, mate.
Oh, okay. Seat for me?
You can always say your bit now.
I'll say my piece or whole
We want to know your favourite colour.
Okay, guys, it's been absolutely brilliant talking to you.
Can I leave your listeners with one message?
Of course you can.
It's all about the noise.
I don't think you can disagree with that, can you? Cheers, guys.
Thank you.
Thank
Cheers.
you.